What did you think you was about to be doing?
Man, I thought I was gonna be like what my rappers was talking about. Move a bunch of keys and start a business. And
Yeah.
I was trying to, be like Biggie, Nas, and Jay Z, man,
Hmm.
and Master P, and just trying to figure it out. I really didn't necessarily say I had to focus on the the end goal, like per se a business or anything like
Yeah.
that. I was just more so concerned about being fresh, bro, and getting money and hustling. That was it. You know, I had in my phone and like my boys Rich and Show used to like make fun of me or not make fun of me, but be like, yo, you tripping. I used to have money, dope, and polo in my Star Tech MDP because that's where my mind was at. Like,
Yeah, that was your whole thing.
get and the money aspect of it was just chasing a better life, chasing, trying to get the money for the things that we lacked in,
Yeah, hell yeah.
growing up or didn't have access to. And then the dope that was just being
That's how you
stupid.
get the
That's what
money.
I was doing. Yeah, And then polo was just the style, man. We was low lifes, Ralph Lauren, everything, literally
Yeah.
everything. So that's what I was on back then. And then towards like senior year and going into college, we did start trying to create like business opportunities. Shout out to Put It On Entertainment, my boy Aaron Nichols, known as Showtime Coach Show, who I'm still with to this day. Rich Paul, my boy Dame Noel, my boy Yusuf Gilmore. We started this little crew, and we started throwing parties, man. In 1999, we did our first party.
Shit.
Yeah, we did a party called that Y2K shit at a church on
Was it
St.
like
Clair.
A New Year's Eve joint?
I don't even. It was right before New Year's. Like
Gotcha.
they thought everything was going.
Yeah, leading up to it.
Yeah, and we did a party in our hood at this church that had a hall called St. Aloysius. It's still there on the what street? On 108th and St. Clair. But we promoted it like almost how we promote now. Like we came out to Beechwood. We went to every mall in the city, passed out flyers. I think I still might have some of the flyers. I still got like our
That
banner.
would be tight.
Our moms or like people that were in our life cooked the food because it was like at a church
Oh,
hall.
that's fire. You
Yeah,
had
we
the
had my,
food and
my
all
uncle was
that.
like our treasurer. We had all the different hoods. The Heights was like a different thing back then. The Heights
Uh-huh.
wasn't hood back then. The Heights was
Yeah,
really
that's
the
what I
Heights. So we
heard.
had all the, cool Heights, suburbs. We had a lot of people come out. It was crazy. It was a good thing for about a solid hour. And then
Did the bullshit kicked in?
all did it. Yep. Yep. It was a beef going on in my hood that is, I think, still going on to this day.
Oh, damn.
And between, streets that's like 5 minutes apart from each other.
Hmm.
They tore that hall up, man. But it was great because we made money and it gave us some assurance that we carry to this day that you can do it.
Yeah,
And we
hell
did it on
yeah.
our own and we got out and hustle. And it wasn't selling dope
Yep.
to do it or shooting dice to do it or
Getting
doing
people
some of the
together.
other things. We worked.
Mhm.
We put the work in, we executed, we had our meetings, we had meetings at my house. I still
Oh,
got some of our
y'all was
meeting
going
notes. I
all
think
out.
Rich would actually write the notes. I still got that stuff too, man. I gotta find it. My mom probably got it. We would have notes leading up to it, like how much is the food gonna cost? We're gonna sell pops. I want to say we might have was even selling liquor too. We were
Hmm.
selling dinners. Our moms and aunts was in the kitchen. We had a DJ. It was lit. You know,
Yeah, and I'm sure the next time y'all threw some, people was ready to
we
go.
threw it out the hood. It
Yeah.
wasn't in the hood, but it
Uh-huh.
was okay. And then we also grew, started. That's when college started coming in.
Got
And then the
you.
streets really started becoming a part of our life. Like right after high school, that's when it
Yeah.
got to a different level of that life.
Yeah. Cause,
Um,
cause now you in it all day.
yeah, it's
Even
like
if you
real.
go to school, you still in it, but
No, it's
it's
like
other
now it's like
parameters.
it's serious now.
Yeah.
It's like,
Full blown adult.
and you better you ain't no fucking around.
Yeah. You
It's
get
like life.
reprimanded
It's
at
like
stuff.
it's real life or death now, and we talking real numbers and real situations and business with real guys, and the parties. Is like,
Yeah, hell yeah.
yeah, we gotta focus on these packs. you
Yeah.
know,
So when did 8081 start?
8081.
How
I
long
know when
after
it
that?
really started. It started when I met Kelton
Okay.
Crenshaw.
Shout outs to Kel, man.
Yeah, yep. And I
Keep
met
doing it up.
him. He went to school with Rich at Cleveland
Got you.
State, and this was like right around the time when Rich was establishing a relationship with LeBron, and I think they were classmates at Cleveland State, and Rich might have just stopped going to Cleveland State, and Kelt and Rich clicked automatically based off of like I think fashion. That's how a lot of people connect. That's how
Yeah.
fashion it took me through and put me in so many doors and so many different like atmospheres and rooms and walks of life. Fashion is like a universal language, and I think that's how Kelton and Rich got cool. And Kelton was working for Rich and Maverick Carter at the time.
Guys.
Well, helping them out because
Yeah.
they were throwing parties.
Yeah.
Parties is a good conduit into all kind of stuff and a good way to make money and to network and
meet
to
everybody.
have fun and all of that. So Kelt was helping them out, and I was still in the streets crazy, but these was my boys and my friends.
Yeah.
I just started getting cool with Mav and Bron and all the Akron homies. It's now my family, and I was just going to the parties, hanging out with my homies. But my mind is like, yo, y'all making money off this. Okay. So Kelt was over Richard's house one day, and I was like, yo, we think we had on like similar type clothes, maybe some SBs or something. And I'm like, damn. I'm like, you work with them, bro? He's like, yeah. I'm like, are you making some money, huh? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right. So we exchanged info. He was working at Progressive Insurance, and I was doing what I was doing. And we would talk every day, and we developed a friendship, brotherhood, and then next thing you know, we just started putting our minds together. We convinced Rich to be a part of this thing we trying to do, and we started throwing parties, man. And that shit took off. Yeah.
Hell
It
yeah.
didn't necessarily take off from jump, but it was a grind, and we started something special. But that's how 8081 officially started. Steph went to school with Rich at Benedictine, and I don't know how Steph came into play after that. Like,
Yeah.
in this particular time.
Well, y'all would have needed a DJ or something. Was he
Yeah, but
DJing
Steph
at
didn't
the
even know
time?
how to DJ.
Oh.
Steph is the ultimate hustler, bro.
Got you.
Ultimate hustler. But
That's crazy.
once again, just like-minded people, because Steph is from Kinsman. Me and Rich are from St. Clair. Show, who's a part of 8081 basically too, is from St. Clair. Jamil and Kelton are from the Heights. So you got people that technically aren't supposed to
Yeah.
mixing based upon the culture, bro. You know what I'm saying? Similarities. We like clothes. We like to be, we had a business acumen of some sort. We like to have fun. We really wasn't with the drama. We like to, at that time mess with the ladies. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just do what normal young, 20
Not looking to
something year
crash
old
out and
guys.
shit.
Nah, hell no. We trying to crash in, crash out. Nah, man, wasn't nobody on that.
Right.
But yeah, that's how 8081 started. Just the culture bringing people together when togetherness wasn't necessarily like the cool thing to do.
Right. So what year would you say that was?
I would say that probably like Bron's second year, thirdish year, because we actually threw our first party.
So 04, 05.
Yeah, our first party wasn't an 8081 party; it was an EFK party.
Okay, what that stand for?
Eddie, Frankie, and Kelton.
Gotcha.
We did a party before LeBron's rookie year in Akron at Harry Buffalo.
Oh shit.
It was a Nike Battlegrounds party, and we was just like, yo, we can do it, because I think like maybe Rich and Mav were too tied up. Randy, they it was beneath them, and it was an opportunity that may have fell in our lap, or we might have just been ear hustling, or somebody might have told us, yo, y'all do it, and we gonna coach y'all how to do it, blah blah blah. and it was jumping. Obviously, LeBron back then was a rock star like he is now,
Hell
but
yeah.
locally, and Ti was hosted. It was some crazy shit. So it was like a
Oh,
layup.
that's
It
hard.
was a layup for us for real.
Yeah.
And then we that died out, but we still going out, and we noticed that there was a need for something to do, because all like the safe thing to do in Cleveland was like super stiff. It was like blazers and jeans and like
Yeah, yeah. That's that era of going out.
cornball shit. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I mean, some of it was fun, but it wasn't. We at the time I started traveling and going to New York and LA and seeing how people are able to execute cool stuff and still have a sophisticated level to it, but
Yeah.
it not be,
You don't need a dress
some
code
shit your
for it.
parents might be, doing type stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah,
A cocktail party. And shit.
nah,
Yeah.
nah. So we felt there was a void for that,
Mm-hmm.
and we kind of, worked at building it and building the culture. And I would say that was like '06, '03, about '06, somewhere in there.
Word. And then when I was talking to King instead, shout out to Clico Club.
The
King
homies,
King was telling
Rossi
me,
Mafia, Clico Club.
yeah, shout
Yeah.
outs. King was telling me y'all had like a blog and everything.
Oh yeah, I mean it
I'm
went
not
from
assuming that was like at the
no
very
it was
start, but
no it grew. So we started doing the parties, and we started a website, you know, and on that website we had to have content, so we started um, just doing stuff like recaps, uploading the pictures from the parties. Everybody locally would go to the website because they wanted to see the pictures.
yeah,
So the comments started turning into like the message board and
that's
how people
fire.
would interact. All of the comments. We started getting a little bit more in depth into the website. Different athletes that would come to town. We would interview.
Oh, this
And
was
then
a
just like
whole thing.
just hustling in the culture, you build a rapport with people, so you build a network. We started doing this thing called Hustlers Watch. We would interview people locally and like our contemporaries and friends from other cities and states, shit, countries for real, and get their perspective on culture and what they had going on. We started doing parties with different groups. Shout out to Hustle Simmons from Chicago, who was actually a part of 8081. He started 8081 Chicago. He just posted something recently too.
Oh, that's fire. Branched out.
Yeah, and the Joe Fresh Goods, the Vic Lloyds, the Ties, who's from Cincinnati. We started building with the homies from Columbus, DC, early. You know what I'm saying? And we just started building a network. We interviewed Virgil,
Oh, that's hard.
Heron Preston, Ryan Leslie, Vashti. Vashti came out and hosted parties. You know what I'm saying? Kid Cudi, Drake. We did Drake's mixtape party for So Far So Gone in Toronto. So parties was
Oh
like,
yeah, wasn't that damn near like a Leak Jones release too? No, I'm thinking of a different project.
nah, this was So Far So
Yeah,
Gone
yeah.
that put him on the map. Like his mixtape that we did at the after party, it was a LeBron pregame / Drake mixtape album release party in Toronto.
That's fire.
That's facts. You know what I'm saying? And we interviewed Drake. That interview is still around on the internet now. That's how that relationship built. So through parties though, you know, and it just started growing. We was doing all kind of shit, man. We was doing activations with Next, combining the fashion world with the parties, with the music. We were doing mixtapes. We were featuring up and coming artists on the website, mixtapes on the website, and it just started. This culture started bubbling, and Cleveland started. People started paying attention to Cleveland a little bit because a lot of people would come here just to watch LeBron play.
Yeah, yeah.
So when
From
they
all
were
over the
here,
world.
you kind of need something to do, and we were able to utilize that as a resource for us. You know, when you know for a fact such and such is coming for a game, let's throw a party. Let's interview them. Bam. So now we giving the city something to do that's above the city. We also build a rapport with people from other places. And mind you, you build that rapport here. When you go to their city, they hold you
Oh
down.
yeah,
So you
it's all
start
love.
networking there and building the network there. And that's how I started, moving around in the New Yorks and the LAs and shit everywhere, bro. Based off of what we were able to build here. And I tell people that a lot. Like if you can't get lit where you from, good luck going somewhere else. And not even get lit, but just build some sort of foundation.
Yeah,
Like, okay, you know, a lot of people do have to move on to scale up or to even get recognized, but you can start building your structure, even if it's internally, wherever you at. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? And
Like
that
you said,
matters.
the foundation.
Yeah, and that matters. You know, you go somewhere and people look back and see what you're doing where you at. Like you go to New York, it's 1,000,001 ducks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but me being the only duck from Cleveland and having all this stuff in my backpack on my tool belt makes me bigger when I go somewhere else. So I've
Yeah.
always been able to utilize that and love Cleveland for that. And I'll never front on Cleveland for giving me that opportunity and also giving me the game that I got, bro. Like it ain't like I travel and pick up nuggets and this all this shit I learned on St. Clair, bro. You
That's
know,
hard.
and took it to other places and was able to adapt anywhere with the game I learned here and move around and learn to even receive the knowledge I learned in other places. I had to learn what I learned here first, you know?
Yeah, just to be able to get in certain doors or talk to certain people or
Yeah.
oh, you have a mutual interest or something with
Yeah.
somebody from
And just
across
my
the
morals,
world.
man, just
Yeah.
what I believe in. And that shit is universal everywhere. And people, that shit speaks a language everywhere.
Yeah, love.
Yep.
Just love and
And
sincerity.
genuineness. They say
Yeah.
keep it G. It ain't keeping it gangster. It's just being
Yeah,
genuine,
keep it
bro, to
genuine.
what it is that you are, bro.
Hmm.
So the G code, basically.